In this video, we're going to talk about leaching fraction. The leaching fraction is the quantity of water that leaches out of the container divided by the total quantity that reaches the container. So it's really simple to measure your leaching fraction during an irrigation event. What we're going to do is to line a couple of containers and then put them out while you irrigate. And that way, by using a scale, by the difference of weight, you will be able to measure how much water was applied during the irrigation event. And we recommend that you use between 5 and 10 of these lined containers. And very simply, you just use a plastic bag to line it like this. And this way you can measure and average the volume of water applied to each container. Then you take another set of containers and still with a plastic bag, you cut off the bottom and you make something like a little skirt that you can tape to the container itself, and then you will put the container inside the bucket. And the idea is that we want to collect the leachate inside the bucket, but during the irrigation we don't want any drops from the sprinklers to fall into the bucket. So that's what the skirt is for. And it's really simple to make a skirt with a bag and tape it around the container. Then you will put the container inside the bucket, making sure that the skirt conveys the water out of the bucket. And now we will put all these containers and also these empty containers back in the bed and we'll start irrigation. So we're gonna weigh and record the weight of the empty containers plus the bag, and we're gonna weigh and record the weight of the empty buckets. So then after irrigation with water inside, we will weigh them again, and by the difference we will know how much water is in each of them. Now we're irrigating and we're collecting water in the empty containers and also in the containers inside the bucket. So some leachate will go through the containers and be collected in the bucket, and all the total water applied to the containers will be collected in the lined containers. And at the end of the irrigation, we can measure those volumes. Now after irrigation, we're gonna weigh our empty containers again and record the number, and by the difference, we're gonna calculate how much water was captured by this container. And also, we're gonna remove our container and weigh again the empty bucket to measure how much water was applied to it. And then by the ratio of the leachate to the total applied water, we'll calculate the leaching fraction. In this case, we calculated a leaching fraction of 15%. If you measure anywhere higher than 30%, you're probably on the high end of leaching fraction, and you probably want to use this online calculator to calculate the leaching fraction that your plants need based on the sensitivity to salinity of your plant and based on the EC of your irrigation water. You can also watch this other playlist that talks about leaching fraction. This is very important calculation, so your plants are not affected by salinity, but you also minimize the production of runoff at your nursery.